I've got every mixing bowl that I own out. It's breakfast time with Dawn. Let's make some crepes. I've been setting this up for a few days now, and I'll explain that here in just a minute. I've been talking about crepes to the wife and mother-in-law for a few days, so that's the first setup because now they want crepes. So I got my crepe pan. And I'm going to start off with 2 tablespoons of butter onto my pan. Let's make it 3, because I'm going to double this recipe. I'm going to put my pan over on my stovetop here on very low and melt this butter. You notice I don't have a blender out. A lot of people like to blend up their batter ahead of time and let it settle. Well, I don't do that. What I do is what Jacques Pepin does and make it right here. It's going to be nice and thin. I probably got too many bowls out. I think I was thinking I was going to preset everything up, so let me get rid of a few bowls. I'm going to start off with the filling. I'm going to go with ricotta cheese and lemon curd. That's going to be my filling. And I'm going to go about half and half. So this is a 15-ounce container of ricotta cheese. You can use cream cheese. I like the ricotta cheese because it's just got a little more oomph to it. I like the way it holds up to the lemon curd. Pretty much half, right down the middle. This is my lemon curd that I made 2 days ago. I was going to do something else with it and decided not to. So I'm going to do equal parts ricotta, lemon curd. Don't know how to make lemon curd? Well, first off, you can buy it. So you can order some up, but making it is super easy. I make it in my Vitamix blender, but there's a million different ways you can do it. So I'm going to go with about 15 ounces of lemon curd. Now this has got a lot more air in it, so that's why it looks like there's so much more, but I know how big this is. A 30-ounce container. Actually, it's a 24-ounce container. Just give this a quick mix. Give it a little try. Add a little vanilla extract into mine. Man. Put this in the fridge till I'm ready for it. For my batter, I'm going to use the big bowl here. I'm going to go with 1 cup of whole milk. This will make 12 really thin crepes, 2 eggs, 2 pinches of salt. At this point, you could also put in maybe a teaspoon of sugar. I've got plenty of sugar in my curd. My wife likes savory crepes, so I don't want it sugared up for her. I'm going to whip this up real quick. Now I'm going to go with 2/3 cup of all-purpose flour. I know I should be spooning it in instead of scooping it. I want my batter to be very thin and pretty much lump-free. Hence, that's why a lot of people use the blender, is to get rid of lumps. As thin as this batter is, should be fine. This is nothing more than pancake batter, but very thin. See how thin that is? I'm gonna grab my butter, 2-ish tablespoons of butter. I melted it on my crepe pan so that my crepe pan's now ready to go. So I'm gonna add this to my batter. That makes my batter better. And now let's move over to the stove. All right, I got my pan on medium heat. I'm going to transfer that batter into something that's easier to pour. If you've been watching me, you know I like to get it all. I want all this batter, so I'm going to use a spatula. I always thought that was interesting. Now, I know like on the big production shows, they don't have time to sit there and do something like this, but I always watch them leave half the batter of a cake or something in the bowl. I'm like, not in my house. I'm going to start at the top here. This first one may be ugly. Ooh, way too much. We'll call this one the hearty one. All right, let's flip that one over. These don't take long. Jacques Pepin's my hero when it comes to certain things, and making crepes is one of them. He's got his technique down. He's over here like flipping crepes and stuff. The dude's like 94 years old too, so it's like, man, I'm in my 50s, so if I did this for the next 40 years like he did, I still wouldn't have those kind of skills. That's okay. Like I said, the first one's going to be a little bit on the thick side. Then as I make them, you know, they're going to get thinner and thinner. Also, this batter will thicken up as we go along. So I keep a little squirt bottle of water to help me keep that batter thin. We'll just give this one a little fold. Set it right here. What's so great about crepes is that even if I'm a little heavy-handed like I got here where it's just a little thick, it does not matter. These are still awesome. I'm just stacking them on my plate. They'll stay plenty warm. By the way, my crepe pan, I don't know if you can see it, it is a carbon steel crepe pan. It's fairly well seasoned because, you know, you season it basically the same way you would cast iron. Never goes in the dishwasher, hand wash only, but it's by DeBuyer. You can pick these up online, Williams, Sonoma, Crate and Barrel, those places. Looking for some brunch ideas? These Jacques Pepin inspired crepes are the way to go. Delicate, thin pancakes with a lemon curd ricotta filling, topped with blueberries and strawberries. I mean, come on. What else do you need? Put a little maple syrup on it? Maybe. What would you put on your crepes? Ooh, crepe Suzette with the orange and everything. Maybe I'd do that. Savory crepes? What if I throw in some mushrooms and onions and peppers into these things instead of curd? You can't go wrong. Either way, you're going to have a delicious breakfast, lunch, dinner, brunch, dunch, whatever time you want to eat these. Ooh, strawberry and a blueberry. Really good stuff. Hope you like my videos. If you do, please subscribe. Leave a comment. What do you put in your crepes? Have you ever had a crepe? Are crepes too fancy? They're super easy to make. Hope you enjoy. Cheers.